Hello and welcome to English for Grade 6. This is an online program from the School of Mongolad. With me here, Daniel. I'm very happy to meet you again today. And today is Monday, the 30th of November. Okay, so are you ready to start? Today we're going to start Unit 10. So please go to your student book, page number 70, Unit 10. Today is the first day of week and the unit is about 6 pages, so we're going to work on pages from 70 to 72. Okay, the title of Unit 10 is Stick to the Rules. What the meaning of a stick is? A stick here means to follow. I've got plenty of meaning. For example, to attach something to another thing with adhesive. And here, stick means to follow, to accept. First of all, look at the pictures because we're going to start leading, which is introduction or warm-up. And I want you to focus on the picture here. Look at the pictures and the title. Picture number A, just in the middle of a page. And it's written hot water. Okay? And picture number B. Look at the picture number B. And the title or the text in the picture number B is swimming pool. Okay, so hot water, swimming pool. Picture number C, stairs. Picture D is electrical sockets. Look at the picture, electrical sockets. And the next one, picture number E, knife. And the next picture F, which is matches. And the last one, picture G, which is cleaning products. Okay, we saw the pictures and we're going to move to the first exercise in this page. You are supposed to link these pictures to the statements you can see here, to the expressions here. The first one is fall and hurt themselves. The next one is drink them and poison themselves. The next one, get an electric shock and burn themselves. The next is scald, S-C-A-L-D, but pronunciation scald in British, and it's to burn with hot water, maybe steam, or hot liquid or steam. Scald themselves, cut themselves is the next. And the last one on our list is fall in and drown. What is drown? Drown means to die under the water because you cannot breathe. Okay, so we have to join them together and at the same time we practice forming sentences. Look at the example here. Don't let children play near stairs. They might fall and hurt themselves. Or another, never let children play with cleaning products. They could drink them and poison themselves. Okay, for these two, you can see easily from the picture that, for example, stairs and cleaning material. G is for the cleaning material. Okay, the last one is for G. And the next example, the second example actually, and another example, C is for the stairs. So we don't want to waste time here and we don't want to spend too much. Just we try to spare the time. Here, the important is to be able to form sentences out of these expressions. Look at the few of them and let's try to practice together. For example, the third one, get an electric shock. So get an electric shock, you can easily match this expression to the picture number D. Look at here. Okay, let's forget about matching the pictures. So easy. I want you to form sentences using the example here. Okay, for example, don't let children play near the electric socket. They might get an electric shock. Or look at the next one. Never let children play with matches. And okay, they might or they could burn themselves. Or, for example, the next one. Don't let children play near the hot water. They could scald themselves. And never let children play with knife. They might cut themselves. Don't let children play near the swimming pool. They might fall in and drown. Okay, so here practice was just preparation. I wanted you look at these old pictures at your leisure time and exercise this again. Try to complete sentences and read them aloud to yourself. Okay, so first exercise done. How about look at the next one? Looking at the next one. Exercise number 2, you're going to read the statements and then listen and complete the missing words. First, look at the statements. You have from number 1 to number 7. Okay, statements are here. What I'm going to do is so easy, but I want you to do the listening. So listen to the tape and complete the statements. I need to switch on the speaker first of all.
Input mode of audience frequency.
And okay, your time is starting right now.
Unit 10. Stick to the rules. Exercise 2, page 70.
Is your home a safe place for your kids? Every year, thousands of children are injured in accidents in the home, accidents that could be prevented. Read this leaflet and make sure that similar accidents don't happen to your children. Keep all cleaning products in a safe place. Your children might drink them and poison themselves. Always put knives and other sharp objects away after use. Your children could cut themselves. Never allow your children to play with pots and pans on the stove. They could scald themselves. Make sure you cover electrical sockets when they are not in use. Your children could give themselves an electric shock. Never let your children play with matches. They might start a fire and burn themselves. Fit safety gates at the top and bottom of the stairs. Your children could fall and hurt themselves. Put a fence around any ponds or pools in your garden. Your children might fall in and drown.
Okay, so this part was just practice on listening, and on the next parts we're going to read and practice vocabulary. For the time we are right now. For the first one, what is the correct answer? Keep. Okay, keep all cleaning products in a safe place. How about the next one? Put away. Okay, put knives away. How about the next one? Never allow your children. I think this is the correct one because I didn't pay attention to listening. If you needed to listen again, try again and complete all parts. And make sure you cover electrical sockets. Okay, C stands for cover here. And number 5, never children play. Never let your children play with matches. And the next one, number 6, fit safety gates at the top and bottom of the stairs. And the last one, number 7, put a fence around any ponds or pools in your garden. Okay, so as I said, we are going to look at the vocabulary next step. So for the time being, just stick to the listen and complete this part. If you needed to listen again one more time, 2 more times, whatever needed. Okay, look at the exercise number 3. We started Unit 10 today, and exercise number 3. You're supposed to read a leaflet. Okay, the leaflet is a page or few pages or few sheets of printed information. That's all. Read a leaflet and then circle the correct answer to the question. How about the first one? Question number 1. Who is in leaflet? Who is the leaflet for? Okay. A. Parents with young children or new house or home owners. A or B. And take about 15 seconds. Go from question number 1 through question number 3. And we're going to check your answers. So your time starting right now. 15 seconds for you to complete this part. Let's put this speaker down here so no extra noises here. Okay, so let's try to complete the part. A or B. The question, who's the leaflet for? A or B? Well done. The correct answer is A. Parents with young children. How about number 2? What does the leaflet give advice about? A. Keeping your home clean or preventing accidents. A or B? Well done. B is correct answer. And question number 3. What does the leaflet advise readers to do? A. Make sure children don't play with dangerous objects. Or B. Teach children to follow rules about safety. A or B? The correct answer is A. Okay, if you didn't understand why, just wait. We're going to look at the vocabulary. For the time being, we have completed this part. If you need it, listen 1 more time or 2 more times to the audio. Look at exercise part B. We don't need to complete this part, so first page is done. And let's move to another page. Just remember, we started Unit 10 and it's all about the stick to the rules. Particularly, our goal is to warn the parents with young children to keep an eye on the children to prevent accident. That's a good exercise nowadays because of the coronavirus. People are staying at home, they cannot go out. Okay, so anyway, we practice, we work on English at the same time, we try to complete a sort of rules for our family at home. Page number 71. This is our leaflet, and we don't want to read it yet. Let's stick to the exercises here, and then we move back and forth to the leaflet in case. So here, language development exercise number 4, and the title of exercise. Fill in the words from the list and make sentences using the completed phrases. Okay, we are going to complete the first part. I leave the second part to make sentences. For you need intensive thinking, or you need to brainstorm to come up with a good sentences. I don't want to make sentences all of a sudden right now. You don't know the expressions, you don't know the words from the unit, so you need to complete these exercises and at a later time come back and try to complete the sentences. Every exercise that comes along with this video, you're supposed to do that, and it accounts for your final grade. Okay, pay attention to this, do the exercises with the homework, with the classwork, and submit it to me. Go for expressions from number 1 to number 6 in exercise number 4. Take about 10 seconds, get ready, look at it, read it, and we're going to complete it. These expressions are about the audio or tape we listen to. What are we going to do? 10 seconds, look at them and try to, 15 seconds, try to remember the expressions, and I'm going to play the audio again for you. Instead of reading, playing audio, and then try to complete expressions. Trying to remember expressions, try to remember prepositions, and try to remember information that presented under the title of this leaflet. Okay, so listen to the tape again. Here we go.
Unit 10. Stick to the rules. Exercise 2, page 70.
Is your home a safe place for your kids?
Audience frequency.
Every year, thousands of children are injured in accidents in the home. Accidents that could be prevented. Read this leaflet and make sure that similar accidents don't happen to your children.
Input mode of audience frequency.
Keep all cleaning products in a safe place. Your children...
Okay, listen now.
Unit 10. Stick to the rules. Exercise 2, page 70.
Is your home a safe place for your kids? Every year, thousands of children are injured in accidents in the home. Accidents that could be prevented. Read this leaflet and make sure that similar accidents don't happen to your children. Keep all cleaning products in a safe place. Your children might drink them and poison themselves. Always put knives and other sharp objects away after use. Your children could cut themselves. Never allow your children to play with pots and pans on the stove. They could scald themselves. Make sure you cover electrical sockets when they are not in use. Your children could give themselves an electric shock. Never let your children play with matches. They might start a fire and burn themselves. Fit safety gates at the top and bottom of the stairs. Your children could fall and hurt themselves. Put a fence around any ponds or pools in your garden. Your children might fall in and drown.
Okay, go back to exercise number 4 and the first. Look at the list or words bank. Electrical, cleaning, fire, gate, sharp, shock. And number 1. What is the correct word to complete this expression? Well done. Cleaning products. How about number 9? Number 9, sorry, we don't have 9. Number 6. Safety. What? Safety find the correct match for this. Safety gates. Well done. What is safety gates? Gates are barriers that you can mount anywhere in order to prevent something. Okay, and it looks like a door can be opened. So safety gates are the barriers that mount at the top or the bottom of the stairs. So prevent to access the stairs without opening, especially to prevent children or kids to use the stairs. Okay, number 4. An electric shock. Well done. What is shock? Shock is violent shake. That is the meaning of shock. What is the correct match or correct word to complete expressions in numbers 5? To start a fire. Okay. How about number 2? Sharp objects. And number 3. Electrical sockets. And okay, done and dusted. Okay, let's go to the exercise number 5. Practice expression number 4 to come up with memorizing, understanding, and pronunciation, all aspects. Exercise number 5. You are supposed to fill in the correct words from the list of words below, and the list includes burn, cut, drown, hurt, scold, poison, from number 1 to number 8, number 6, and your time is starting right now. Try to complete this part, and you've got about 25 seconds. About 25 seconds for you to complete this part, and I think it's easy for you, but anyway, we're going to complete few of them. We choose randomly to complete few of them, and the rest will be on your own to be completed at home. You don't need to speak it, I'm going to turn it
Power
off.
off.
25 seconds for you to complete the sentences in the exercise number 5. And today we started unit 10, and these are part of unit 10. We are on the page number 71 of the student book. Okay, so how about number 3? That isn't orange juice. Don't drink it. You might, what is it? You might, well done, poison yourself. Okay, what is poison? The thing that if you swallow, if your body absorbs, it will harm your body. That is poison. So for number 3, poison. How about number, for example, 6? Don't get near the water. You might fall in and drown. Okay, how about number 1? Number 1, the little boy himself with a sharp knife. Cut himself with a sharp knife. Okay, please complete this part, and you won't get any problem. If you needed any help, consult a dictionary. You need to have a good dictionary. English Mongolian for you if you are a little bit weaker. English if you are confident with the first steps to go through. Okay, so we're not completed yet. We're working on this leaflet and we're trying to understand and form expressions and use here prepositions. If you remember, prepositions are the words that comes after verb before noun, usually to give information about direction, about location of something, like at, off, of, in, above, top, under, left, right, and the rest. Exercise number 6. Fill in the correct prepositions and then make sentences using the completed phrases. What is phrase? Expression, group of words. And the first part, we're going to do that. The second part, on your own. Means you need to do that. It's your classwork. So look at the sentences or expressions and complete them with the prepositions. Number 1, injured. Number 2 and 3 and the rest. Take about 15 seconds. Prepare or at least answer a few of them, and we're going to complete them together. Your time is starting right now. Okay, so let's look at the prepositions. Because the prepositions are very important, we're going to look at this and complete all of them together. Let's go for number 1. Injured, accident. And number 2, happen, somebody. And number 3, keep something, a safe place. And put something after use. And the rest. So the first one, I want to focus on number 9. Put a fence. What? Put a fence around something. Yes. Okay. And number 8. The top or bottom? The stairs. At the top or bottom of the stairs. So fit, safety. Gates at the top or bottom of the stairs. Okay, so number 8, at and of. How about number 7? Play near something. It's possible. How about number 6? To be in use. In is a preposition for this part. And number 5. On the stove. On the stove. Number 4. Put something away after use. Put away means to put in a place. You usually keep something when you don't need it. Put away or put something away. The next one, number 3. Keep something in a safe place. Number 2. Happen to somebody. And injured with accidents. Okay, so pay attention. If some of the answers not matching the leaflet, you follow the leaflet's rule. Not because these are not correct, because I want you change your approach to follow the information presented in the leaflet. Okay. The next part, we're going to look at the grammar. So in this page, you have a grammar and it's written imperative. Imperative means in grammar the form of verb that is used to give orders. But the definition, we use imperative to tell people what to do or not to do. So that is order. Now, go to exercise number 7. Exercise number 7. Read the leaflet again and underline all the imperative forms. Okay, let's try some of them, and we can see the form of imperative, which is bare infinitive, or infinitive without to look at here. For example, fit here is imperative. Put around, imperative, or put, and the rest, anywhere which is bare infinitive, that's imperative. Always put, again, keep, all of them are imperative. I'll let you complete this part. So we're going to look at another part in exercise 7 we completed. Again, the next part is grammar, reflexive pronouns. What is pronoun? Pro means for, and noun is noun. So pronouns are the word that in grammar used in absence of noun or in place of noun. So when you don't have your noun, you use pronouns. He, she, these are pronouns. And here we want to look at the reflexive pronouns. Look at the definition. We use reflexive pronouns when the subject and the objects of the verb refer to the same person or thing. Look at the question. They might cut themselves. Themselves called reflexive pronoun. So this reflexive pronoun refers to a noun that is subject or object both. Means in this sentence, object and subject refers to the same noun, and this sits in place of that noun. So I want you to go to exercise part A from 7 and fill in the missing pronouns from the list. Very simple and easy. On the left side, first look at the list. The list: myself, themselves, himself, and yourselves, and herself. This is the bank or list. Subject pronoun: I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. And on the right side, reflexive pronoun. Remember, you need to remember the title. These are called reflexive pronouns. What is the correct reflexive pronoun? The first, myself, well done, yourself, and what is here? Himself, herself, itself is written here, ourselves, and here, yes, well done, yourselves, and the last one, themselves. Okay, remember these pronouns, reflexive pronouns. And part B, fill in the correct reflexive pronouns or pronoun, then act out a dialogue in pairs. You cannot act out with a partner. So the thing is, when you complete them, read them aloud to yourself. Means you are A and B. Practice reading, okay, at home. Now let's complete it. Take about 15 seconds and complete this part. You need to complete the sentences, the dialogues using reflexive pronouns. Your time is starting right now. At least you are supposed to complete a few of them. Today is 30th of November, Monday, first day of week, and you understood that we're going to have, we started earlier, 2 days of sessions. Every session I try to keep it short as possible, and on Monday and Wednesday. So every Monday you need to keep an eye out for the video and for the question information from your side. It means classwork, and if you have homework. Homework usually comes at the final day of week, second day, but classwork for both first and second day. Okay, so now the question is about to complete or completing the dialogues using the reflexive pronouns. Number 1, can I use the knife? And B, no, you'll cut yourself. Well done. How about number 5? Why is she crying? B, she's bare herself. Okay, reflexive, herself. How about number 4? Number 4. Did they leave the party? Did they like the party? Yes, they enjoyed themselves. How about number 3? What's wrong? I've cut myself. And number 2. What has he done? He's hurt himself. Okay. And okay, that's done. Done and dusted. So remember, in this page we learn hints about grammar, and one of them are reflexive pronouns. You should remember reflexive pronoun. And reflexive pronoun is a situation that the subject and object refers to the same noun, and the other imperative form, which is bare infinitive or verb without to. They're used to give orders. Okay, so we started Unit 10, the first page completed, the second page completed with expression, prepositions, and also 2 very short grammatical range. We're going to the next page, which is page number 72. In page number 72, you're supposed to focus on another grammar part, which is might, could. Okay, remember, these sort of verbs are called modal verbs. Might, may, can, could, shall, should, must, ought to. But here, our focus is on might and could. We use might or could to say that it is possible that something will happen. Okay, we talk about future for possibility. Okay, could and might. Look here. Stay away from the dog. It might or it could bite you. Both is possible exchangeably in this situation. If you talk about possibility, most of the time, not all of them, most of the time, you can exchange them. You can use both of them many times at least in the same occasion. Okay, so let's move to exercise number 9, and you're supposed to match the prompts to the people in the picture and say what might or could happen. Look at the picture here. Okay, you see the picture here, and with the prompts in the picture you can see A is Bob and B is Chris, and you can see the others like C, Tom, you can see D, Dan or Don, and E, Stuart. Now you are supposed to look at the picture and try to match some of the information that are presented above. Just take about maybe 25 seconds and complete, or prepare yourself. Complete as much as you can. No rush. Just build up your confidence. Pay attention to the example that's presented to you here. Bob might hit the child. Okay, look at the first one. It's about hit and child. Probably you can see the Bob, a driver, and the children in the middle of the street. So Bob might hit the child. Okay, how about number 2? And number 2 is fall out of tree. Okay, C is correct match. Well done. Tom might fall off tree, or might fall out of tree. always possible. Fall out of tree, fall off tree. Both is possible because it's written out of. So you can say Tom might fall out of tree. And it's possible to use could as well. Remember, you can say Tom could fall out of tree. Or even the first one, Bob could hit child. How about number 3? Number 3 is cut foot. Look at the picture. Picture number D. Dan. Okay, so the sentence is Dan could or might cut his foot. So you can say Dan might cut his foot. You can say Dan could cut his foot. Both is possible because here is possibility. We don't need to be fussy about choosing one. How about number 4? Fall into hole. Fall into hole. Okay, look at the picture. Chris. And you can see hole in front of Chris. So can you form the sentence here? Chris and number 4. Oh, well done. Chris might fall into hole, or Chris could fall into hole. How about number 5? Fall into pound. Fall into pond. Okay, P. Oh, let's see. Fall into pond, and the second one is revision is difficult here. Drown. Okay, so look at here. Oh yes, there is a pond next to the Stuart. So the sentence, can you form it? Stuart might fall into pond and drown, or Stuart could fall into pond and drown. Okay, so I'll let you practice more on this part. Remember, this is your classwork. You shouldn't just watch the video. You should have pencil and paper, blank paper, to complete the exercise and do writing, reading, and everything together. We're going to move to another part, which is exercise number 10, page number 72 of your student book, and look at the title. The title: match the warnings to the results. We're going to look at the warnings and results soon. Then ask and answer questions in pairs. Anytime you see sort of exercise that is asking and answering a question, you're supposed to complete the parts on your own. Means you don't have a partner. You should read, answer, and ask the question loudly to yourself. The warnings on the left, you can see 1. Play with burning candles. And number 2, smoke in bed. Number 3, be careful when cooking with hot oil. And number 4, fit a smoke alarm. And number 5, have a fire extinguisher in your house. And then you can see on the right side, results. You stop a small fire. We don't go to read through all of them. Just look at the dialogue in the bottom. Student A, student B. So never play with burning candles. Why? You might start a fire. I want you prepare to form sort of sentences like you saw and match them together. Take about 25 or 20 seconds. If you needed more time, you can stop the video, but we need to spend the time. That's why I am sort of in a rush. Let me check the time as well. So take about 20 seconds. Just start practicing this part. We're going to work on some of them together. We don't have much of time. I'm afraid it's almost more than 40 minutes, and I'm afraid I don't want to have a very long audio, so I leave this part to you to complete. You won't get any problem. And let's move to another part in this page. And in this page we have, let's see, we have another grammar which is about, okay, let's look at the grammar in this page. Page number 72, another grammar, and it's about have to, don't have to, and must, mustn't. Have to, don't have to, must, mustn't. Look at the differences in this part. We use have to express necessity. Something is needed. You have to buy a ticket before getting on the train. Necessity, have to. What is not necessary? Of course, don't have to or doesn't have to. And remember, have to and has to, the forms are the same. And we can use must or mustn't to express very strong advice. Okay, the difference between must and mustn't have to is mustn't sounds to be advice, a strong advice, but have to or haven't to or has to, hasn't to, less or more, are showing necessity. And we also use mustn't to express prohibition as well. So advice or prohibition for mustn't. And exercise number 11, and goes to a boarding school. Who knows the meaning of boarding school? Boarding school is the school. We have two types of school. We have day school, which you usually go to school, and in the morning you go to school, and in the afternoon come back home. You stay home, sleep at home, and go to the school the next day. These are called day school. And a boarding school is a school that the students are supposed to live there. They stay there and live there. Okay, so Anne goes to a boarding school in England, and Chris goes to high school in America. Read the prompt, then listen and put a tick or a cross in each column. Okay, so look at here and pay attention to expression of necessity. Has to, have to, doesn't have to, or maybe must, mustn't. Which one? Get up early. Just look at the expressions are here for you. Has to get up early, has to wear a school uniform or in uniform to school, has to stay in the school grounds at lunch, has to go to lesson on Saturday mornings, and has to clean the classroom. Remember, has to is necessity, but who has to? I'm going to play the audio for you. It's page number 72 of your student book. Listen. Let me see, page number 72 probably. This is the one. I'm not sure if the speaker is on.
Input mode of audience frequency.
Okay, listen.
Exercise 11A, page 72.
What I really hate about school is that I have to get up really early to catch the school bus. Sometimes I miss it if I don't hurry.
I also get up early every morning, but I don't have to catch the bus or anything because I go to boarding school.
You have all those rules and uniforms and things at boarding school, don't you?
Well, yes, everyone has to wear a uniform. I like it, though. I don't need to think about what to wear every morning.
I'm glad I don't have to wear a uniform. I love jeans and t-shirts. Your school sounds like a prison.
It is a bit, I suppose. For example, at lunchtime we have to stay in the school grounds, and they serve us at the cafeteria.
No way! Stay in the school grounds at lunchtime? We don't have to do that. I go home for lunch most days, or eat with my friends at their house.
But at least we don't have to go to lessons on Saturday morning.
I guess so. Every Saturday morning I have to go to computer lessons. Maybe you are luckier than me.
Well, every afternoon after lessons we have to stay and clean the classroom.
What? I'm glad I don't have to do that. As soon as the bell rings, I'm gone.
Okay, in this exercise you needed to complete the table. You have the names Chris and Anne, and you heard the dialogue. You need to complete this part. Who has to or who doesn't have to? Chris or Tick. Complete this part with extra listening. We need to move on to another exercise from this page. Let me just look at the rest of exercise on this page, and okay, it's enough for the time being. And this brings us to the end of our class today, and we started unit 10. We moved to through the first 3 pages of a unit. We complete the exercises here. The classwork is presented to you. You need to complete it and then practice, and then do the classwork and submit them to me. Have a wonderful time next to your family. Let's meet up another time on Wednesday. Thank you.